So lately I've had some pretty frustrating things happening in my life and many things pulling me away from my craft and my vision and my mission. But one thing that I keep reminding myself is that things aren't meant to be any way other than they are. And as I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, in fact, I think the previous one I filmed was when I had an interview. Well, since then, I've started working as a delivery driver slash postman. And it's been kind of tough because I've been working more hours than I would like on some days, which left me very little time for my work when I came back. And even when I did have time, I've been waiting on things that I've ordered to be able to film and move forward with my project. And then even if I had those things just not too long ago, I was pretty ill and had an incredibly sore throat and pressure in my head constantly, my body sore. And I've just been kind of frustrated, but each time I told myself, look, okay, all these things may be happening, but do not make any excuses. Just simply focus on what is in your control. And I've come to learn with each thing that's happened in my life that there are only really three things that ultimately really matter. One is that you focus on what you can control. Two is that you take responsibility for that, which you can't control. And three, that you do your best. If you do those three things, you are a winner. No matter what, if you don't do those three things, you are a winner. And as long as you do those three things, I've learned just to try and let go of anything else that happens, because once again, things aren't meant to be any... Sorry, I'm still just... Doesn't matter. Let's try again. Things aren't meant to be any way other than they are. And funnily enough, actually, I've kind of put trust in the process, and recently I've had my old manager or employer reach out to me offering me a job as a lifeguard again, which is a far better job with far better pay and, well, just overall a far better job, and one because of which I most likely won't be getting ill, at least not so often like this one. And so basically, the lesson there is kind of just trust in the process, and once again, focus on what you can control, take responsibility, and do everything you can. As long as we do those three things, nothing else matters, because things aren't meant to be any way other than they are. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave things here, but I'm going to get back to work on my craft, on my vision, on my purpose, because I really truly want to create incredible things. I have a massive vision, a very lofty, ambitious vision, which I'm not going to talk about in detail. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to do rather than saying. And in fact, you're probably from the future watching this, most of you, so you probably know what I've done by now. But yeah, I wish you all the best. Remember to focus on what you can control. Take responsibility and do everything in your power. As long as you do that, you're a winner. I wish you all the best, and until next time, ciao.